This video is for Big English 4. Let's see what we did last week. So this is a revision of making questions and providing answers in the present and the past. So let's have a look at the present and the past questions for quantity, the number of something. Okay, how many is the question we ask when we want to know a number for an answer. So, how many chimpanzees were there 100 years ago? So, 100 years ago, 100 years in the past, what number of chimpanzees were living? So, how many chimpanzees were there 100 years ago? There were more than 1 million. So that's our number to answer how many. So how many? 1 million. And in the past, how many chimpanzees were there? We answer with there were. Okay, and for now, for the present, how many chimpanzees are there now? So how many? We answer with a number about 200,000. The are there becomes there are in the answer. So how many chimpanzees are there now? Now there are only about 200,000. The questions we did in class with their answers are: how many Komodo dragons were there 50 years ago? There were more than 20,000, but now there are probably fewer than 5,000 in the Komodo Islands. How many Andean condors were there in the past? There were many Andean condors in the mountains of South America, but now there are about 10,000. How many Asian elephants were there 100 years ago? There were about 90,000 throughout Asia, but now there are about 45,000. How many Tasmanian devils were there 25 years ago? There were more than 100,000 Tasmanian devils, but now there are between 10,000 and 25,000. And now asking questions and creating answers with why and because. So asking for a reason. Why are Andean flamingos endangered? So why? What reason? Why are Andean flamingos endangered? They are endangered because their habitat is polluted. So if we ask why, we want the answer because. So here, why are chimpanzees endangered? They are endangered because people are destroying their habitat. And finally, why are tigers endangered? They are endangered because people are killing them. So if we ask why, we want to answer with because. So, number 1, why are coconut crabs endangered? They're endangered because people are eating them and destroying their habitat. Why are Andean condors endangered? They are endangered because other animals are killing them and they are getting ill and dying. Why are volcano rabbits endangered? Because people are destroying their habitat and there is too much pollution. Why are Tasmanian devils endangered? Because they are endangered because people are destroying them and people are moving into their habitats. And number 5, Why are black rhinos endangered? They are endangered because people are killing them and destroying their habitat. And finally, we read this text. So, strange and endangered. These are the new vocabulary words. So, bamboo, burn, centimetre, extinct, moss, pond, stream, and wild. So, strange and endangered. This tiny bat is the smallest bat in the world. It is called a bumblebee bat because it is the same size as a bumblebee. Most bumblebee bats live in Thailand, but some also live in Myanmar. They live in caves in forests. They are endangered because each year farmers burn the forests where they live. Most scientists agree that there are only about 6,000 bumblebee bats left in the wild. Number 2. This cute animal is the red panda. Most red pandas live in mountains in China, Myanmar, and Nepal. They live in trees with red moss on their branches. Some scientists believe that the panda's red fur helps it to hide in the moss. Red pandas mainly eat bamboo leaves. Many scientists say that there are fewer than 10,000 red pandas left in the wild. 3. The Egyptian tortoise is the smallest tortoise in the world. Most Egyptian tortoises are only 10 centimetres when they are fully grown. They live in deserts and their yellow and brown colour helps to camouflage them in the sand. Many tortoises are caught and kept as pets. As a result, some scientists believe there are fewer than 7,500 left in the wild now. And 4. This funny-looking fish is called the Mexican walking fish. It's not really a fish, it's a kind of salamander. It's got legs so it can move around on land. Many of these animals lived in the streams and ponds near Mexico City, but most of these ponds are now polluted because the walking fish can't live in dirty water. They are almost extinct in the wild. And these sentences were your homework. So you need to write what the correct animal is for each sentence. Sentences are: they eat a lot of bamboo leaves. Which animal is that? Most are only 10 centimetres long when fully grown. Which animal is that? Many of the streams and ponds where they live are polluted. Which animal is that? Number 4, most of them live in forest caves in Thailand. Tell me which animal that is. And some of them live in mountains in China. Which animal is that? Okay, I will see you all next week. Good luck with the homework.